We at Grocon are very excited to be starting Pixel today because it represents the pinnacle in two of our core values, being sustainability and innovation.
I suppose you know you're on a winner by the number of politicians in the room, and particularly the number of ministers you have at any one event. So that's no doubt a good sign that when you have three ministers from various portfolios from state and federal governments, that no doubt the initiative that we're announcing today is certainly a major one.
Great to see Grocon and RMIT re-collaborating to develop this historic site, and the leadership shown to develop what will be a significant and important building, not only here in Victoria, in Melbourne, in your capital, but also in Australia.
We believe Pixel will be Australia's first carbon neutral building, and its construction is a great way in which to kick off the rebirth of one of Melbourne's great old sites, the Carlton Brewery site. Importantly, Pixel will be one of only 12 registered carbon neutral buildings anywhere in the world. The difference between carbon neutral and carbon zero should be explained. Carbon zero refers to a building's emissions during its operations. Carbon neutral will not only be zero during its operations, but it will seek to pay back all the carbon used in the manufacture of all the materials during the building's construction.
And so the Pixel building in Melbourne will establish a momentum. It'll be the exemplar of best practice. And I know that Grocon is an organisation that's prepared to go the hard yards and to deliver that result.
This building means for Grocon the start of a journey to really investigate the issues of carbon in the construction industry, particularly in commercial office environments. But it's also the start for us of the redevelopment of this site and how we take the lessons out of this project into the bigger Carlton Brewery project.
How I'd like to describe it is it's the smallest building Grocon's ever undertaken, but it's very noisy for what it's trying to achieve. It's a laboratory, if you like, for all things in the sustainable field, and I think we as an organisation have taken up the mantle to do something that others aren't really doing, and I think it'll be a profound project for the group.
Well, the concrete that the ministers have just put their handprints in is a design that Grocon has produced, which will reduce the amount of carbon in the manufacture of concrete by 47%. Concrete of this nature has never been used anywhere in the world before, and it opens the door to an opportunity to dramatically reduce the amount of carbon produced every year in the world from the manufacture of cement. Just nearly 6% of the world's carbon emissions every year are through the manufacture of cement.
So what we've tried to do with this concrete is we've gone a bit further with the reclaimed and recycled content, and we've actually aiming to replace nearly 100% of the aggregate with reclaimed or recycled content, 100% recycled water, and in most cases it'll be 55 to 60% of cement replacement as well. So all up in the cubic metre of concrete, you're talking about 8% or so being virgin material.
Essentially the building is about materials as well as it is systems, so it's not only about the choice and type of materials and how we're assembling them, it's also the systems that we're putting into the building, and it's all leading to one message, and that is about carbon neutrality.
Pixel looks at bringing together in a very coordinated way lots of lessons learned from international precedents in the way that the mechanical systems work, the water systems work, and the way we deliver a very, very comfortable office environment in a most unusual way.
This will be replicated, no doubt, in other locations across this city, across Australia, and I would expect across the world.
It's about innovation in design. It's about setting clear goals and ambitions in terms of what you want to achieve. It's about recognising the challenge that we have to reduce greenhouse gas emissions in those places where we know we can make a difference. When we say that you want to have a carbon neutral building, you're saying that we can envisage a time when our buildings don't produce greenhouse gas emissions at all, and yet there are places where people can work. They're projects that can come in on budget, and they can provide a template for the kind of building that we're going to need to have around Australia in the future.
It is a powerful idea and something that needs courage, and I think, as said by Minister Madden, it will need more courage and it'll be an interesting process on the way through. But I have no doubt that there is enough energy in the team and enough intelligence that we will do something outstanding here for Australia.